Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are fine. Welcome to this new video. We have one special mission to do today. Is to make a nice traffic pattern at Bole International Airport. Today is a Saturday, 11 February 2023. It is a 1455 Zulu. It means almost 3 o'clock Zulu in the afternoon. And here, local mean time, it is 1755. Our aircraft is Echo Tango Alpha X-Ray Bravo. I think some of you know it. Let's go. Nicely. So, I hope you will enjoy. We have a marshal, very nice. So we are going to use all the normal procedure that we are using. This video, it is not a kind of teaching video or those kind of things. No, it is just to have a fun, okay? But we are going to do things well according to the, like in the safe way. As one of my instructors used to say, in the safe way, and by following the basic or the minimum of the checklist. Okay, so by having a fun, some of us can get also some knowledge. So I wish you all good, very good video. And if you like this video, or if you have a different idea, no problem, you can put it in the comment, and I will read it. And if a lot of people like this idea, I will make a video according to that. So let's go. Let's get outside. So we should approach our aircraft to the left by looking everything is nice. Check the propeller, the wheels, check the oil. We check also the control, everything, the fin, the rudder. We check all of them. Good. We check the hinge. We check also this brake. We are sure that there is no fluid on the floor, no brake oil or no fuel leakage. Everything is nice. We remove pitot cover. So we get inside. And it is why when we are inside, we say pre-flight check complete. So before you close your canopy, you adjust your rudder pedal, you fasten your seat belt, and you check that the canopy area is clear. You close the canopy, you make sure that your passengers also have their seat belt. Okay, let's go. Check before engine start. Pre-flight check, complete baggage and tow bar, secure fuel valve, normal and secure power level, idle parking brake, release, pump, set, alternate air, close, electric master off, avionic master off, essential bus off, alternate static. Normally it's placed below here. It's missing on this aircraft, but it is there, and you close to the right. Then engine master off, water switch auto, fuel pump off, all light switch we make it is off, emergency switch off and guarded, ELT armed, circuit breaker check-in and visual inspected, flaps up, pitot and fuel transfer off. Now we are going to start. We pull to cage, we should maintain it, and electric master on. So we can hear the avionic fine noise. This is the avionic fine noise. So avionic fine noise here, Garmin 1000 initializing, pull to cage button. Now you release your pull to cage button. Rudder pedal adjusted, passenger, no passenger, seat belt fastened, no passenger. You will be my passenger today. Okay, so I think I already briefed you for the flight. So let's continue the checklist. Seat belt fastened, rear door closed and latched. You should check. Front canopy. So you have to know what is the canopy position 1 and position 2. It depends. If you put your canopy on the cooling gap, you have to say position 1, I think. And if it is totally closed, you have to say position 2. I'm not sure. You have to check also. So actually it is closed and latch. Actually, you check with your hand. Then Garmin 1000 power red, and you acknowledge here, or you can acknowledge here also. So M1000, acknowledge. Let's be close to that. Now, engine instrument, MFD engine instrument on fuel page, fuel quantity checked. Today we have 99 gallon, so you have 18 gallon. That's okay. It is less, but just for a traffic pattern, I think it will be enough. Okay, so the fuel quantity is checked, the fuel temperature checked also. Total time in service not available here also, like the indices. MFD engine instrument on system page, power level idle, and strobe light on. So normally you should check if your marshal light there, if the strobe light is on. We are going to check, yeah, strobe light is on. So we get inside and we are going to start the engine. Engine start procedure, which is the memory item. Yeah, you make sure that your propeller area is clear, aft is clear, left and right are clear, power idle, alert on the brake. Me, I used to put my hand on even on the power level to make sure it is idle. Alert on the brake, engine master identifier and confirm on, engine master on, glow indication on, waiting for glow indication off. And then we are going to get an glow indication off starting. 1001, 1002, 1003. We check the oil pressure out of the red range within 3 seconds. Electrical load checked, all in green, annunciation, only put it off. Engine start procedure complete. You see this here, GPS LOE, that means the GPS is getting his position, okay? The position is not yet get, it is why also the MFD, we don't have the MFD here, but it needs time, so it will come. Let's continue our checklist. And also we didn't switch on the avionics, so of course the GPS will not come. Check after engine start, oil pressure checked, RPM within the range, circuit breaker check in and visually inspected, pitot it on slightly increase, voltage decrease, pitot it off, on decreasing, voltage is increasing, and pitot it off. Avionic master, now we put the avionic master on. And with the few time, the GPS LOE will go. FMS setup, which is a memory item, IFR. So you see, GPS integrity, okay. So first of all, you go here, you turn this knob to get the aux page, and then the 4, 1, 2, 4 system setup, and you check your system setup to make sure everything is okay. You get now on the default page, and now you are going to set the flight plan. So today we are going to make HAAB to HAAB, so I can just make like this, HAAB to HAAB. And you come directly like this, what my instructor showed me. You can set also the heading, but I go directly up here to set the frequency. So we are at Bole, ground frequency 121, 121.9. Good. I switch on ground frequency, that is great. Then for we are going to use Alpha Delta Sierra, not really, but since we are close, we can set. Identify Alpha Delta Sierra. Our takeoff runway is runway, we plan a runway 07 right, so I'm going to turn the knob on runway 07 right. (072) actually. That is set. Altitude. Our traffic pattern altitude will be 8,500. That means 1,000 feet above the ground level. Map HSI here, we can integrate the map here. Why not? And now I need the wind direction. So it is a PFD option. You set wind. Option 1 we are using it. So you have also the DME bearing also. Okay, I'm going to put them, DME on nav 1 and bearing also on nav 1 Alpha Theta Sierra. That will be enough for a flight. For the barometric, let me set the bar. The baro is actually standard here. It's okay. Transponder. Let me see, transponder, VFR. Yeah, VFR standby. As soon as we get off, he going to switch on alt, or we are going to check it to make sure. That is clear. And now if you have to set the VOR or the QNH, you can set it on this knob, okay? So I'm just going to press the VOR, and that is okay to make sure it's serviceable. So we can say that one is done. For the performance time reference and performance, it is notes. It should be 60 notes. You can correct it. You take the big note, you descend, you come here like 65, and you put with the small note 60 notes, and you continue like this 72. And VY, some instructor will ask you to put VY 88, another one will say 72. So I don't know, man, bro, I don't know. So that is set. Good. FMS setup complete. So autopilot test, disconnect button press. Disconnect button press. Manual trim not working. So autopilot on, autopilot and flight director appear on the PFD, control locked. Disconnect button press, autopilot off. Go around button press. Say here. Let's say the flight director command claim and flight director off. Autopilot test complete. Flood light, we don't need it now, but I'm going to add some, so the night will come soon. Position light on, get outside. Yeah, green here and red. So position light checked on, flaps, flaps full travel check, flaps takeoff, light in transition, and we have to visually inspect to make sure that the flaps is getting out. Then now flaps landing, light in transition, and visually inspected, and flaps on takeoff, light in transition, and I think I get it all in here, visually inspected. That is great. Altimeter, we already set the altimeter. I set it with shortcut B. Transponder standby horizon before synchronize with artificial horizon. That means this standby horizon here, there is a knob here. You should synchronize with the artificial horizon. Then the transponder on VFR mode, ground mode. Engine temperature we checked, all in green, and parking brake to go. So we perform immediately the before takeoff check on the apron. So before takeoff check, parking brake set, seat belt fastening, adjust batteries up, rear door close and latch, front canopy now, you close and latch. Door warning light off, circuit breaker checking and visually inspected. Electric elevator trim forward, manual trim forward, backward, manual trim backward. Flaps checked takeoff, visually inspected also. Then power level idle, MFD, engine instrument on system page, and engine instrument check. We check everything. We check the gearbox temperature, finish. And if it is the morning that we start the engine, you can clearly see that the temperature of the engine is quite very low. So you are going to make a warm up. That means you just push the power to 25%. The maximum is 50%, but the 25% will do the job for you. You hold the brake and you wait until the engine get warm up. But if you have a long taxi to do, you can skip that part, assuming that your aircraft will warm up during the taxi. So let's make a voltage switch test. So power idle, alert on the brake, propeller area clear, voltage switch auto to alpha. So we can see that no change. Alpha to Bravo, no change. So this one is switching only on one, but you have to do it properly to check this. You switch on A, you check what is happening to the propeller RPM. Then you switch to the B, you check also, and that will tell you on which ECU the aircraft is running actually. Then you continue directly to ECU test. So we clear the area, alert on the brake, bro, alert on the brake. Sure, trust me, if you don't want your aircraft to move. Then we press the SAU test button. Propeller area clear, alert on the brake. So SAU Alpha and Bravo fell appear on the FPFT. First propeller cycle, more than 1900 RPM and stabilizing. Second propeller cycle, more than 1900 RPM and stabilizing. essay Bravo and Alpha failed, essay button, release. So we finish with our essay test performed, pitot hit, we check the temperature not required. If it was minus 8 degrees, we are going to put on. Transponder check to VFR. Fuel pump to go. We are going to make it just before enter the runway. MFD engine instrument on default page, just back. And the parking brake to go. We are going to release it before our taxi. So now we can assume that we are ready to taxi and go. Okay, I'm back. So we are ready for takeoff. We contact the ATC. So we contact the ground. What is happening to you? 121.9, yeah. To remain in the pattern.
Bole ground Diamond Echo Tango Alpha X-ray Bravo with X-ray request taxi to the active touch and go. Taxi 2 and hold short runway 25 left via taxiway cross runway 07 left Alpha Diamond Alpha X-ray Bravo.
Actually the active runway is a runway 25 left. That is not good for me because I want to show you the traffic pattern on runway 07 right. okay, so let's just keep it. Okay, so we receive the ATC clearance, so we set the QNH and we set our heading, and so taxi to hold in position on runway 07 right via taxiway Bravo. We cross 25 right, then Bravo 1, and we line up. So let's go to go. So before taxi check, QNH set, everything, and heading set. So now taxi light on. We checked it is on. Chocks check with the Marshala. Chocks release. Parking brake release. And then we go for taxi. So we advance power a little. The aircraft is moving away for the apron. Power idle. We take the brake. My brake are effective. Check yours. We assume you check yours also, and we continue. Now steering test, braking to the right, turning to the right, heading also to the right, to the left, heading to the left. Okay. So for the ground speed for taxi, it is 10 knots, okay? It is 10 knots. We are not supposed to pass 10 knots. Far ahead, we have the Kuala behind the windsocks. So this is the view. We are getting close to the runway. So you make sure left and right are clear. Now we can cross it. I'm very sad that the ATC can't follow us because he's going to ask me to maintain runway 25 left, but we want to take runway 07. So approaching, holding position, power idle, and we take our brake. So at this point, we call the ATC and we change for tower. Call tower 118.1, and we request for takeoff.
Bole Tower Diamond Echo Tango Alpha X-ray Bravo at runway 25 left, ready for departure touch and go. Cleared for takeoff runway 25 left, Diamond Alpha X-ray Bravo.
Okay, we have the authorization for takeoff. Let's assume that it is on runway 07 right. Okay, so before takeoff checks, doors, before line-up check, doors are closed, fuel pump identifying confirm on, fuel pump on, landing taxi light on, and flaps are checked takeoff, fuel valve normal, trim takeoff. We check The arrival and the approach area are clear, and we taxi to the runway. We advance power and we start taxi. I hold a little bit of the right pedal to counteract the left turn tendency of the aircraft. So guys, at the moment that you pass this line and you are going to line up, you must now become an airman. Your airmanship must do everything now. So we check that the runway is clear. Okay, we take some white and we line up slowly. Okay, you have lined up. Let me get back the center line. And we break there. Good. So we have the authorization for takeoff. So line up check, aircraft nose align. Aircraft nose will align with runway center line. Yes, it is aligned. It is aligned. So HSI and magnetic heading are reading a runway heading a bit to the left. We check our set temperature, pitot heat is not required, engine instrument all in green, and then we go. So at that moment, all your focus must be on the engine because we're facing the engine. If we lose our engine on the liftoff, we are going to dance. Okay, let's go. Alert on the brake, advance power, 1001, 1002, 1003. Takeoff power set, available power check, 100. Wow, releasing brake for rudder. Now I'm using my rudder. I release the brake. With this strong airstream coming from the propeller, the rudder become very effective. Speed is alive and increasing 13 knots. Annunciation no annunciation apart. Except it off. 50. Start protecting the nose. 60 knots rotation. We lift off. I'm trimming now. Initial climb speed 72 knots. Trying to hold the 72 knots. Waiting for safe altitude. Safe altitude, speed check, lower a bit the nose, flaps up. Now we counter. Now you will need some more trim. Be focused. Next speed 88, 8,000 feet. Now I'm trimming down. I have too much trim up. I'm trying to maintain the heading. I'm checking the wind. Okay, we have 1 knot tailwind, which is why the runway 25 left it is in use. I reduce power now on 90. It should be hard to have a 90 on my joystick. Now you have to check your eye mark. For me it was this river, but we are going to continue a little bit. And now we turn to the right, heading 160. Continue climbing to 8,500. 8,500 is coming, leveling off. We continue turning and we let the speed get up to 9.5. The speed is approaching 9.5. We reduce the power, normally almost 50 or 55. Now we get an eye on the heading. Heading is approaching 60, rolling out, 62 actually. So let's get our position. I'm going to make a pause. Okay, let's get that out. So it's good. So we are now on the right beginning. There, we come here. That is very nice. And we have there the collar, and we have here, and we are going to turn immediately like this and maintain this thing. And it is a bit wide. Let's get in. So immediately, okay, I get also 100. That is not good. So we are also at 8,500 feet. So we have to practice climb to cruise check. But actually, since we are going to stay in the traffic pattern, I'm going to let the fuel pump on, even the landing and the taxi light for safety also, since we are close to the runway. So goes off, and we continue. We turn immediately to heading 252. Now I have to descend also. You have to set your heading before turn. Me, I'm not setting just because it is a bit hard here. Those knobs are small in the simulator. So 252 is approaching, and we roll out. So here, if you want to easier the job for yourself, you can find a good position where to put your nose and keep your nose there. And your wings, okay, we are approaching. The 1/3 of your wing must be touching the runway. That means you have the good spacement or wide. I'm getting an attitude also. I have to focus and correct that. So actually I'm trying just to keep my nose between those two mountains, small mountain, and that will be good for me. It's okay, I'm touching a bit. So I can get a little bit closer, but actually it is okay for me. It is okay for me. I just have to correct for this aircraft tendency to go to the... That is perfect now. Yeah, now we are cruising nicely. We are cruising nicely. The aircraft is trim, but we have to lose this altitude. Okay, I'm descending slightly. I have to reduce the power. So we are approaching a beach touchdown. IBM touchdown, we take flaps takeoff, we reduce power, we counteract the flaps effect. We check that our fuel pump are on, landing taxi light are on, we check our engine instrument is okay, no problem. Now I'm waiting for the first road there. For that road. No. Checking, yeah, my wing must touch this road. This is also our eye mark. Now I'm touching the road. Okay, descending turn, power 225. For me it is a bit lower, okay. And 25. I reduce more, okay, my simulator is not quite, not to give all the reality. And I'm going to establish myself between 8,200 and 8,300. We roll out here. We roll out on heading 340. I just want you to do it like by just using an eye mark. So we are here. So our speed must be now 85 because we take flaps. We took flaps takeoff. We add again flaps landing. Normally we should call the ATC there that we are turning on final because it is the case. We are going to turn on final. Oh, my speed. Yeah, you can talk while you are on final. Now we turn toward the runway. I'm going to correct the speed. Actually, I think I'm a bit low. Yeah, I'm a bit low. Okay, we turn earlier this time. The next traffic, we have to correct it. It's okay. Sometimes you will not make the good pattern on the first time, but you have to progress and correct for the second and the third turn like that. So our speed is 76. It is not bad. 7,900, 300 AGL. So we are stabilized. Engine instrument all in glide. Flaps landing. Speed is good. Glide path is good. Oh. So the glide path look quite good. Speed 78. Trying to it is the connection. We maintain 78. The glide path is perfect for me. Speed 77, perfect. Now threshold, final speed check. I start my transition and I reduce in power. Power idle, 1 meter. And we touch. We maintain the center line. Flaps take off, and we advance power to full power. 1001, 1002, 1003, full power. Speed 60 knots, and we start climb again. We maintain center line. Waiting for safe altitude. We climb with speed 72.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yeah, I will
Don't
not
sink.
sink. I promise you, I
Don't
will not
sink.
sink.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
For him, my
Don't sink.
climb
Don't
rate
sink.
is not
Don't
enough.
sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
I want to
Don't
press
sink.
this
Don't
knob
sink.
to
Don't
have the
sink.
head in here.
Don't sink. Don't
We
sink.
pass the safe
Don't
altitude,
sink.
even
Don't sink. Don't
flaps
sink.
up,
Don't sink.
and
Don't
we
sink.
reduce our climb
Don't
rate.
sink.
We
Don't
want
sink.
speed now
Don't
88.
sink. Don't sink. Don't
8100
sink.
traffic
Don't
exit
sink.
altitude,
Don't
but I will
sink.
not exit
Don't
because
sink.
I don't reach
Don't sink.
my
Don't sink.
traffic exit
Don't
point.
sink. Don't sink.
Speed is
Don't
even
sink.
more than
Don't
88.
sink.
We reduce
Don't
power
sink.
to 90.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
I will not
Don't
sink,
sink.
bro. I promise you. So I will use the river now as an eye mark. I beam the river, and we turn to the right, heading 162. Our altitude is approaching 8,500, level enough. Heading is approaching. I'm waiting for the color. Reducing power to maintain speed 95. And I can even roll out here without watching the heading because I know that it is my eye mark. Then we turn to the right, heading 252. We add some rudder. My altitude, I'm losing my altitude. I get this habitude to get to pull back every time that I'm turning. And since my this simulator is very I don't know how to say, but it's very precise. All your inputs will do something to the aircraft. And then I will take this as an eye mark and maintain. So actually the speed only is not good. We reduce a bit the power. We maintain 8,500. So we are cutting the runway here. That is perfect. So guys, this is a traffic pattern at Bole International Airport. We reduce a bit the power. We check fuel transfer is okay. We can transfer a bit. I have to reduce again the power. Very nice, huh? Very nice. So this is the lake. To the left here we have the lake. This is a Fury and this is Wachacha. So if you guys want, we can do another video to discover the area also. So which in 5 seconds I beam touchdown. So 5. Okay, almost a beach touchdown. We let ourselves slip to the left, but now it's okay. So flaps take off. We counter that flaps effect because the flaps will give us some lift. Okay, trying to control it. It's very easy to maintain the heading if you use an eye marker. Very easy. So I'm letting my speed approach 85 and I'm going to maintain speed around 85. Waiting for the road, my eye mark, this is the road passing there. Yeah, that road. So the guy wish me also a good landing and we are going to make the last traffic pattern and finish with that. This is the swearage when you are coming back from the sector. Okay, and then we turn, where is the road? Okay, we touch the road. Now we turn to the left, descending turn, power to 25. Descending turn, Bangkok, all turn are standard, 20 degree. If you have wind, you should think how to compensate. I'm not descending, it is why my speed was dropping, and I should not descend too much also. Okay, this time we didn't turn early. We'll correct it. Heading 340. So also, if you line up correctly, there is in the sim a white band, something ahead of you. So this is the runway. Today we are not going to turn too much early. We give some lead points. So before turning on final speed check, flaps landing. Counteract flaps effect. We advance power. We maintain speed 77. Now we turn to the right. Yeah, we reduce the turn, slight turn. We correct for speed. Oh, I forgot the fuel transfer. My God. Now that will make the aircraft unbalanced. Yeah. I'm correcting for the speed. The speed is not good. The speed is life, guys. So, I'm correcting. This time also I turn a bit earlier. So, now we have to contact ATC, X-ray Bravo. Final runway 07 right for touch and go. Clear for touch and go, runway 07 right, X-ray Bravo. Clear for touch and go, X-ray Bravo. Correction for the speed. The glide paths, I'm a bit high this time. Very high. So for the high, I reduce power. I'm trying now to maintain my speed of 77. And because I reduce the power, the aircraft will get down. But my descent rate should not be too much. So we can call this a stabilized approach, and we continue. A bit high. So okay, let's make idle landing. I put the power on idle now, trying to maintain the speed. Don't be afraid. If you transition early, you will stall at the end. And now transition. We let the aircraft lose his energy. We let it. Yes, yes, yes. Maintain center line. Flaps, take off for the last traffic pattern. 1001, 1002, 1003. Full power, set, available power, check. All in green, sepitut it off. 50 knots, protecting the nose. Maintaining the center line, 60 knots, rotation. Oof, that man must be easy to be a reporter.
Don't sink.
Don't sink.
Don't
I was
sink.
expecting
Don't
this guy.
sink.
Don't sink.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
So we maintain
Don't
our
sink.
heading
Don't
72
sink.
knots, a few
Don't
wings.
sink.
No,
Don't sink.
wind are calm
Don't
actually.
sink.
Wind are
Don't
calm.
sink. Don't sink. Don't
Safe
sink.
altitude,
Don't
flaps
sink.
up.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Flaps up.
Don't sink.
We let the
Don't
speed
sink.
grow to
Don't sink. Don't
88.
sink. Don't sink.
Oh, bro, I will
Don't
not
sink.
sink. I
Don't
promise
sink.
you. Oh
Don't
my
sink.
God.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't
Speed
sink.
is approaching
Don't
88,
sink.
power
Don't
90.
sink. Don't sink.
It
Don't
is a bit
sink.
hard to
Don't
set
sink.
19 on
Don't
my
sink.
just
Don't
8100.
sink. Don't sink.
Waiting for
Don't
I
sink.
mark.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yes,
Don't
bro, I
sink.
will not
Don't
sink. I
sink.
promise
Don't
you.
sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
This is the
Don't
outer
sink.
mark, middle
Don't
mark
sink.
actually. And I'm waiting for the river. This is the river. So the night are catching us, so I have to do quickly and go. Turn into the right, Bangkok 20 degree. Right is clear. Yeah, first time to clear. At least you will not say that I never clear my right. 8500, level enough. Now the power, reducing power to maintain speed 95. Speed is live, guys. Now I think the setting is of around 50. I will set 50. Rolling out on my eye mark. Okay, everything is good. We continue. We turn to the right again, heading 252. A bit rudder. Altitude, correction altitude. It is why I'm losing airspeed. My life. Okay, my turn is not coordinated. And My eye mark is approaching and rolling out on the eye mark. Oh, the night at Addis Ababa is amazing, guys. Amazing. Let's make a break. Let's make a break. Let's use the drone. Yes, the night at Addis Ababa, it is something. Oh my God. But why the runway is not lighted up? They are waiting for what? Oh, it is amazing. It is very amazing the night here. There are some aircraft from the airport, the lake. Oh, guys. And we are here. We can clearly see that if you are in front of aircraft, or if the aircraft is coming in front of you, you can clearly see the light. You see, actually we are looking to the white light and the green. The green can show that the aircraft is coming to us. And if I go this side, we will probably see the red. Yeah, the red light. Okay, let's get back. Okay, let's go. We are actually getting too much airspeed. So, learning time again. You maintain your wind. I think that now is good. The wind must be touching the runway like this. You take a good eye mark and you maintain that eye mark. You trim your aircraft to maintain the altitude and the proper airspeed. And also you keep an eye on your engine. This is the good time to keep time on your engine. If everything is good, if everything is on green, you check. Engine, fuel page, system page, you check, you cross check, you are sure that your aircraft is safe. Again, altitude, heading, airspeed, I'm using eye mark, maintaining something here. And that is great. That is great. You check your fuel pump is on. Like you must be the guy that is sometimes asking himself, what if? What if this happen? What if I lose my engine now? By my training, my idea is that if I lose my engine now, I can't make the runway. That is, no. But I will turn toward the runway because I know there is a flat area there and try to make it there. Every time thinking, what if, what if, what if? That will save your life, I think. So, IBM touchdown, speed check, flaps, takeoff. We contract flaps effect. We reduce power to maintain speed 85. And we are waiting for this road. I'm trimming the aircraft, reducing the power. This aircraft is more powerful than the real aircraft. Don't put too much attention on his power setting. I will be calling out the power setting now. Okay, we are approaching the road. We are touching the road now. So power to 25 normally, and we make a descending turn, coordinate turn, maintaining speed around 85. Your power is 25. Your target altitude is between 8,200 and 8,300. And don't forget to turn the heading before turn. That is very important to tell the person who is in the aircraft what you are doing, or even yourself. So the heading is approaching. And we roll out. I will let some power. I reduce the power too much. I descend it also a bit too much. But the glide path is quite good, okay? So we continue like this. Now we can take flaps landing, and the next speed is 77. Don't hesitate to call the next step to yourself. That will help you. Now I advance in power to maintain speed 77. I'm waiting an eye mark to turn. Actually, wind is calm. The blue house is there. I see the blue house turning to the right. Bank angle 20 degree. I'm trying to not descend too much. I will maintain 8,000 actually until finish the turn. That will. Oh, I think I will overshoot. Yes, I overshoot. So I have to turn earlier. Okay. So we continue the turn and we correct that. So that is tricky, man. That happens sometimes. You say that today this time will be the good time, and you fucked up everything. So I'm trying to line up myself. This approach is not stabilized. I'm waiting for that. Now I can say stabilize approach, reducing power, lower the nose, and descending with speed 77. Bole Tower, X-ray Bravo, short final, runway 07 right for full stop. Clear for full stop, runway 07 right. Clear for runway 07 right, X-ray Bravo. Speed is good. Final speed check. Reducing power for the transition. Power idle. 1 meter. Hey. I didn't recommend this landing. My flare was, this one was low flare. It is what we can call low flare. So I'm not taking the brake, maybe slightly. Yes, we land. So we are going to take Charlie. Where is Charlie? Do we pass it? I don't think so. Okay, this is Charlie. So to vacate, try to reduce your ground speed. Ground speed around 10 knots is good, is safe for your taxi. So we continue, we cross this line, and we can tell the ATC that even we forgot, normally after landing, we should tell the ATC, Tower X-ray Bravo after landing, and it can tell you vacate via the first leg. So we assume that we will receive this authorization. We set the brake here. Tower X-ray Bravo, clear the runway. Thank you, contact ground on an. So ground on 1 to 1 decimal 9. We set the ground, is simple. And that's it. Fuel pump, identify confirm off. Fuel pump off. Landing light off. We are going to use in the taxi light and flaps up. Now we are ready to taxi. So how to taxi? Okay, so let's go on. Yeah, we can cross directly Charlie and park to the apron. Why not? Left clear, right clear. So we can see that, come on, listen. The taxi edge lights are blue and the center line is gray. Okay, we try to avoid this light. So where can we park? Let's turn here. So this road must be, if we continue this road, we can join our parking where we live. Oh, what this light is doing there. What those lights are doing in the middle of the road. I guess it is a bug. Okay, so let's find a place just near those aircraft. Okay, there is one aircraft here. Okay, I think we can park there. We are using the taxiway like it is for us. Correct. On the line, not sure. Good. So we set the parking brake power idle for 10 minutes, and for the checklist, should I do a memory item? No, not good. Let's perform it properly. So parking check, parking brake set, power lever idle for 1 minute. ELT checked, not activated. We maintain this button. Not activated. Engine instrument on system page. We check the system page. We check also the fuel page, all in green there. Avionic master off. Electric consumer off except strobe light. So we put everything off. But strobe light not because the engine is still on. Fuel transfer P2T, all consumer are off. Then engine master off, strobe light off. So our flight is done. It was just a 20 minutes flight for 3 traffic pattern, but we can see that we spend a lot of time on the ground, everything. It is why if you are in the training for traffic pattern training, you have to be efficient on the ground to minimize your ground time and maximize your flight time. Because like if, imagine in this case, if one student was very bold on the ground, very efficient on the ground, he might save maybe 10 more minutes to add 1 more traffic pattern. 1 traffic pattern costs around 7 to 10 minutes. So if you already spend 30 minutes on the ground, that means that you have maximum maybe 4 cycles for touch and go. That is short. So we must be bold in procedure using. So use bold method. This was a good advertisement. Okay, so we are done for this flight, and thank you so much, guys, to be a part of this flight with me. And I hope I will see you soon. Electric master off. And I hope I will see you soon. This is Ethiopian capital city. So you can see and enjoy with me. You can see and enjoy with me the city. Very big city. Very big city. Very big. And this is the airport. I don't know why there is no light on the airport today. Maybe the guy is sleeping. I don't know. Very amazing city. We can see the lake, Fury, Zakwala, not Zakwala, Wachacha here. We can see Zakwala far. We can see ERR here, and we can even see, I forgot those name of the mountain, Intl mountain. So thank everybody to be with this nice flight with us. I hope you enjoy, guys. I hope you get fun, you have fun, and also you learn something in this video. So please let me a comment. Discuss, let me comment, tell what you feel, what you want to correct, what I can do better, or what you like, what you didn't like, so those kind of things. So yeah, man, feel free. And this was the traffic pattern Hotel Alpha Bravo Bole International Airport. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.
Just want attention.